Today I'm making a video just to talk a little bit about my Tacoma here. Specifically, I'm going to focus on a lot of the camping setup and the reasons that I chose to make my camping setup the way that it is. So let me get started with a couple of the smaller things I've done to this truck that I really have liked. You can buy this mount from an aftermarket company, and it basically allows you to slide any Milwaukee toolbox into your rear seat. You can keep your impacts and everything in there, or batteries, chargers, everything you need. One of the other small modifications I've made to my truck that I really do like is a outlet which I installed in the cab just behind the console. I've made a video on how to install this, so we will link that. So first of all, the topper that I chose for my camping setup is a Lear 100 XR. I chose the cab high variant just because of the clearance, and I personally like the way it looks more. I've really liked this topper. The only issue I've had is some minor leaking on the inside, which I've been able to almost entirely correct with silicone. Okay, now we can go inside and I'll show you some of the interesting things about how I built it. One of the main design requirements for me was that everything be extremely simple and easy to remove/install. There's a couple ways that I did this. Firstly, the main platform here, which my mattress sits on, I had to take 2 sheets of 4x8 plywood and cut them down to fit. You can see the seam in the center here. Both of these rest on 2 carpeted 2x4s, which the Tacoma has cutouts for on the side. There's a cutout here, the back, that side, and this side. So there's those 2 2x4s with these sheets of plywood on top. I carpeted them so they won't tear my mattress, and so it's just, kind of a nicer living environment. The next part of the build is this 4-inch memory foam mattress. It actually folds in half. I bought it on Amazon. It was originally 3 pieces. We removed one of the pieces and sewed up the end, and it fits perfectly. This is only a 5-foot bed Tacoma, and I'm a little bit over 6 foot, so I have to sleep either at a diagonal with the window shut, or my favorite way to camp when it's warm enough is with everything open. I hang a bug net over it all, and my feet can stick out. The most recent improvement I made was this sliding drawer here. So I made these over this last weekend actually, and I used 2 sheets of birch plywood. You see we have a lip on the end here so nothing gets stuck inside. I cut them to fit, sanded the edges, and used a polycarbonate coating on the entire thing so it's protected from moisture and scratches and whatnot. I really like these, and they don't come with some of the downsides of using actual sliders. See, the issue with me for sliders was you lose your vertical space under there, and you also might lose some horizontal space. Additionally, you might have to physically mount those into the bed, which makes it more difficult to remove/install. If I'm camping anywhere where it's populated, I like to have the peace of mind of my topper not being as easily opened as someone just twisting that. So I found these very, very simple solution from Amazon. These are for keychain rings, and I've just attached multiple together. They're extremely cheap, and they're steel. They hook onto there, and I can hook it onto the latch of my topper and essentially keep it somewhat locked. At least someone would have to make a lot of noise to get in. So the final addition I made to my topper are these curtains here, which I really like. They use magnets sewed around the edges. I don't know if you can see them, around the entire edge, and double-sided fabric, so they're blackout curtains. And the magnets attached to these bolts around the windows. I really like them because they stay in place very well, block out the light, and they're easy to take on and take off when I'm done camping. The last thing I'll say about my truck is the spec of it. It's a 2021 TRD off-road Tacoma. I chose this because I really like the suspension that they add on to it, and kind of a visual standpoint, I like how you have the black plastics on the side and you don't have any chrome on it, unlike some of the other trims. That's pretty much it. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want a video on anything further or more detailed about the truck, just let me know.